Then you get Steve Brown. Oh, I see. Don't be talking her to
Here, put this thing back in that
I'm gonna be on the rock.
Back then.
I'll turn around and look at you. That's his
Yeah. Did not deserve to die.
Just call the meeting to order.
He's still sleeping.
I'm still thinking.
He's so tired. Alright, Paso. Yeager. Ricardo.
Here.
Dees. Nelson.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm ready to motion. Yeah. Approve the minutes. Okay.
Ricardo.
Yes.
Yeager. Yes. Dees.
Yes.
Paso.
Yes.
So, Chastain's here?
You're good? I'm Ron Lechner, I'm with Chastain and Associates, engineers. We're working on a number of projects here in town, and Tony asked me to come in and just kind of run through the projects and give a quick summary of what's going on with each one. We have started out with a sewer loan a couple years back, which consisted of doing some work at a sewage treatment plant, which was new aeration system in the lagoons, and some new VFDs for the pumps. They did some electrical upgrades, and they also did a bunch of, they lined a little bit of sewer and did lining in a number of sewer manholes, which cut down quite a bit on infiltration, groundwater, so that I know the pumps run a lot less at that lift station. So that overall project was around $1.2 million. 30% of that will be forgiven. We're in the process of closing out that loan right now. They have a tentative schedule to come in and do a final inspection. I think this coming Thursday, actually, EPA. Does anybody have any questions on that one? The next project was the water main loan in Pulpit, water main replacement loan. That loan is just a little under $3 million, with 50% of that to be forgiven. The work is about 98% complete. There's a few details to get finalized, and in order to close out the loan, and there's still money to be paid to the contractor, but that'll come from money through the loan. Is there any questions on that? The next loan is the lead service line replacement project. This is the first phase of a couple, at least 2 phases, in order to keep the projects under the forgiveness cap. We got bids on this recently, and a loan agreement was signed here in the last month or so. And the loan agreement is for a little over $2 million. It's $2,025,000 and change, and 100% of that loan will be forgiven by the EPA. And that will replace, I think, around 88 lead service lines, lead service / galvanized service lines, which are required to be replaced. Any questions on that?
That's on the south side of town, right?
Yes.
That's that 8-page one that we saw.
Towards the east side of
8 pages of
town.
addresses. Yeah, there's some on Lynn Street too, so, yeah.
And on that project, we're waiting for the contractor to submit their bonds and sign the contracts. So we're really close to kicking it off. Hopefully construction would start later this summer. So that's lead service line loan. We've discussed doing a phase 2 sewer improvement loan, and the idea would be mostly pipe lining and manhole lining again, similar to the first one. I know the village has recently invested in doing some televising of a bunch of sewers in order to get a report on the condition of sewers, so we have a better idea of the scope of work before completing plans for the work. There's no commitments on that project yet. However, the original budget in the project plan that was submitted to EPA had a preliminary budget of $2.2 million total cost, which the last loan qualified for 30% forgiveness. This loan, there's no reason to think it wouldn't qualify as well for similar forgiveness. So I guess once we get the televising report back from, I think it was CARE Construction that did that work, then we can talk about that more. Is there any questions on that one? And then the last one, I don't really have a good summary of the numbers right this minute, but the Safe Routes to School project, we're getting ready to submit a final set of plans for approval to the EPA. We've gone back and forth several times with them. You'd think we were building an interstate highway, but it's just sidewalk. So anyway, I know Daniel came in. I think he sat down with Tony earlier in the week and plans to come back and discuss it a little more to finalize the plan scope of work to make sure it stays within the original budget that was talked about. So any questions on that? So So that project, the funding is good into, I think, the middle of next year, or, and so the funds just need to be committed by then. You've already been given approval for a grant. I think the grant was $250,000. So it's just a matter of getting these plans finalized and approved, and getting IDOT set the bid letting based on having approved plans. Then they put it on, they do the bid letting, they call it, which is essentially an advertisement for bid. And then we collect bids, and the village would then approve the bids, hopefully based on, it being within the budget. And then the funds are committed, you're not gonna lose the grant money. Any questions?
So, sounds like there's no way they're gonna get this done by school starting in August.
No. It's probably more realistic to be next summer, I guess, literally.
I mean, I talked to Tony that one time, and they said, well, we don't know when it is, and it's a holdup, and I said, now would be the perfect time, since school's out, you don't need kids walking to it, but.
Sure.
So you're looking at next summer.
Yes, I think that's still plausible, it just has to be next summer, yes,
But we
unfortunately.
have to get approval and allocate before then, because we've got the money encumbered, right?
Yes, right, you need to have it, yeah. Right. That's all I can think of, unless anybody has any more questions.
I got the copies that he brought down the other day, so I got paper copies now.
Okay, good.
That's all we need from me.
Okay, thank you. Let me know if you need anything else.
All right. Okay, we're moving on to old business. Dam inspection. We've got one estimate, 3 other places that we are active. This estimate is for a maximum of $3,500. And they have you've got a copy up there, they got to break down what their rates are and everything. Whatever it is, it won't go over 3,500. Our inspection is due this year. A lot of our problem out there is all the stuff that was found last inspection hasn't been done yet. I talked to Benny Pop at the East, we'll go out there with that cutter and trim all the trees that's in the spillway. And we got hold of Chad. And if we get that done, he'll get down there with Bobcat and push everything to the bottom spillway, so we can see what we need to replace. And Chad also is, he called me, but we haven't seen the figures yet on replacing that out at the campground where the RV dump is. So he's got something wrote up on that, and all put in a new deck, a new
The RV camp will cover the dumping, the money we get there, right?
yes, that'll all be out of that. So I entertain our approval of that contract, and we'll probably hold off on it for a couple of months until we get some of this other stuff done. So you want to hold off then, still make a motion on it?
We just keep doing all those.
I know.
We're gonna get any more bids?
What's that?
Do you anticipate we're gonna get any more bids, or, I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad
Call it
price,
multiple times and then we return the call.
but we have to get it done, because
It has to be done.
it has to be done, because we're at the limit now of time's run out.
I mean, we
So
can,
I'll
we
make
can
a motion,
table,
we accept this
we
bid.
can table it for another month, I can check it
No,
in.
I think we're running out of time, to get it done before winter sets in, but
And they might go over the certain amount we said, so.
So I make a motion we accept this bid to repair or maintain the dam.
I'll second
Ricardo,
Yes.
Yeager,
Yes.
Dees,
Yes.
Sasso.
Yes.
Okay, next thing is approval of the nepotism ordinance. We wrote it up, so we just want to finish it, but the state already has one, and I've got a copy of it if anybody wants it. It's more stringent than the one we wrote up. So if anybody like to make a motion on it, we can go further with that. You're coming along in 2018, they passed nepotism ordinance.
So this ordinance now says elected officials and trustees cannot have that, because the old one didn't say that.
Right.
And that's,
Yeah, that was the change.
okay, correct. I motion to approve it.
Yeager. Yes. Passo,
Yes.
Ricardo,
Yes.
Dees.
Yes. Okay, we also have an ordinance we need to approve, it's on the 1%. Municipal grocery retailers, because at the end of the year, the state funded program that they do isn't going to exist anymore. So they advised us to pass this ordinance, so we still keep it. It has to be done in a timely manner before the end of the year.
It's another one, right?
Pardon?
It's under new business. It's under new business.
You skipped.
That's grocery.
I know.
We're just going out of order. Tony's just going out of order.
Oh, okay.
So it's a grocery tax, is that one?
The state had one and they no longer do, but they give each municipality the option to do it. So all we were doing is really adopting what the previous tax was.
I move we.
I'm sorry, I went in order of what I had laid out, which I didn't do, should do that.
I'll second
Dees,
Yes.
Ricardo,
Yes.
Yeager,
Yes.
Sasso.
Yes.
Okay, GPS systems, everything's been done. In fact, the gal sent me an email where, pretty sure she said me $12 per vehicle per month. And yeah, you're only in a 1-year contract with them after that, the equipment's yours. Stop the system if you want. That would be enough to put in the squad cars and the 2 pickup trucks.
It's like reasonable. Yeah, I mean, I make a motion we allow this and put it in the vehicles.
I'll second
Passo,
Yes.
Yeager. Yes. Ricardo,
Yes.
Dees.
Yes. Okay, the aeration system of the park, I guess there was some funding, she knows more about that than I do.
Mr. Mayor, I was approached by an entity who wishes to pay for the entire operation or the entire placement of an aeration system in the park pond. This group want to remain anonymous. They said get the bids, and if they approve whatever bid appears reasonable to them, then they will pay for it.
I contacted 2 local firms, one Springfield, one in Williamsville, Butler Prairie out of Springfield, and I'll Protect Control out of Williamsville. I've got one response, they have one note pick that they're getting me before that, I mean, that was supposed to get on.
And we may have another one that might be interested coming south of here, like out of Litchfield or something. The only concern that this group has is that they really wanted to keep it as local as they could. Or so if, in case something would, heaven forbid, go wrong with the aeration system, they want to be able to get it fixed by, you know, the person maybe who installed it.
Well, this, I told, total installation of it, we don't know that.
Yeah.
So let them do it, they know how to do it, or they right.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we have a prior bid from Star Electric that should still hold water, not that much higher. So, hopefully, what I'm asking tonight is for the board to just give their blessings to this, and if we can come up with 2 or 3 quotes by, you know, the end of August, and get it put in, maybe if not this year, maybe in the spring. You okay with that? So can I have a motion I make a motion that we approve any bid that is in conjunction with the providers of the aeration system.
A second.
Okay?
Dees.
Yeah.
Passo.
Yes.
Jaeger. Ricardo.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to nominate Gina Cole as our trustee. Contingent to the board vote. Whatever you decide. Stand up.
We won't hit you with anything.
Threw me off that last thing. Not used to it.
Yeah.
Gina Cole Watson.
Okay.
Yeah. I need my Cole first.
A motion to approve the trustee Watson to be elected or appointed today.
Not second.
Jaeger. Ricardo.
Yes.
Dees.
Yes.
Passo.
Yes.
Well, the balloon's on.
I, Gina Watson, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the United States of America, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of trustee according to the best of my ability.
Sit in her seat now. We have all the stuff for the meetings right there, so just sit there right now. She is, but this stuff is sitting up there. Yeah.
He's the garage door repair estimate. They come out and look at it, and they had rollers look out of it. All right.
Here.
Our big garage doors.
Yes, safety.
Ready to go, Tommy?
Aye. Motion to approve the estimate on the garage door for safety reasons, not anything else.
I'll second it.
It's the other one.
We need a motion on that, Mayor.
Where made?
Yeah. Good. Jaeger. Yes. Passo.
Yes.
Ricardo.
Yes.
Dees.
Yes.
Watson.
Yes.
Okay, and pressure washer, the guys out there working with a little pressure washer like we have at home, it will cut the grease, the oil, and tar off of anything. So Louis and I went over to the junction and talked to those people, we had to get a 4,000 PSI
That estimate, he took about 50% off the original price.
Yeah, because the list is 90,000.
Yeah. He knocked off a lot.
Yeah, original list price is 91.70, and they'll sell it to us for 62.95.
Well, do we have?
Yeah.
I make a motion, we.
Already checked.
Yeah.
I'll check it before you put it in there. Good job.
Yeah. Make a motion, we accept how it goes.
Watson,
Yes.
Dees,
Yes.
Ricardo,
Yes.
Jaeger. Yes. Passo.
Yes.
Okay, and you guys need a pole saw. This one comes with an extra battery and stuff. To trim the trees out at the lake where people go in with their campers or scrape the side of the campers. You don't have enough to reach up that high unless you want to rent a bucket truck. The saw is with the extra batteries. What was it, Tommy, remember?
I think it was pretty close to $900.
$7.99.
700 and something.
$7.99.
800.
799.
Yeah.
It's a couple much better.
We already give you pay raise, but don't ask for more.
No, that would come also out of the lake fund.
I'll second.
It's also 13 foot long too, so they don't have to stand in the back of the truck and do it.
Passo.
Yeah,
Jaeger. Yes. Ricardo.
Yes.
Dees.
Yes.
Watson.
Yes.
The bulk water machine, I don't know anything about that.
Bulk water
CJ.
machine is leaking every time somebody gets water, so we need to look into replacing from the valve out.
Is it the machine itself?
Is that something you guys can do?
If the valve actually itself needs replaced, no, because it's electronic.
Okay.
Is that something Dave King down the street does?
We don't
You
know.
gotta fix it and replace it, one or the other.
Do we own the machine?
It's the valve that turns on.
But do we own that machine? Do we need to
Yes.
service
Bulk
it?
water, yes, we own.
Okay.
He just repaired the 5-gallon one.
Oh, yes.
Big
David Kincaid.
You guys want to go back out and look at it?
I'd say have them come look at it. You want to table it till next week?
Ken's gonna take a look at it and see what it comes.
You know, maybe hold them again.
We'll make a motion, we table, it, and we have them come out and look at it and give us an estimate.
Okay, Frank Myers.
Hey, one second. Is there a second motion to table that?
No.
Thank you for staying on track.
Oh, yeah. Watson.
Yes.
Ricardo.
Yes.
Jaeger. Yes. Dees.
Yes.
Passo.
Yes.
Okay, the Frank Myers property down here, he approached me, and well, Mike did. Wanted to know if we'd be interested in buying it. He stuck the price on it at $40,000.
What property is this?
That on the water
That is
tower?
from, the water tower down past where our little creek comes through from the lake, down that ravine basically.
To that to that house or
And
whatever.
then plus there's another lot on the west side of the water tower where our original water tower was. It's for sale. First ad will see $50,000.
We maintain that around the years cutting grass on them.
Yeah, we cut it all the way around it and
I
store
think he owes
stuff
us
there.
40,000.
I mean,
If Frank was still alive, he'd give it to the village.
I mean, it's nice, it's convenient to put your rock and stuff like that down there, but $40,000 nice.
Well, you got the old ground contract for that now.
Plus, you know, if you want to shoot the price.
I mean, just a store rock. If I pay for that one, I'm sure we can find other places down at the water treatment plant, that they have area down there we can dump rock.
Store it down at the water plant too.
That's what I'm saying. You know, try not to spend money on stuff like that.
I just don't think we can afford that right now.
And Argo, he got a hold of me, and he wants to sell that property he's got down there. Where our burn pile, not burn pile, the trash pile is. Oh, got it. Yeah, okay. And he's wanting 20,000.
All we use it for is a burn pile, right?
We don't burn because the
I know,
houses
but-
are just,
That's the one where, did you call me on people going back there messing around one night on side by side or something?
Oh, that's, no, that was somewhere else, but,
Okay.
oh, that way, yeah.
But if we had, small repair,
Things to do.
I mean, you can make him an offer if you want it, you know, if you're interested in it, he's right there.
And that's a, if I can talk,
Stand up. Sorry.
so I know, oh, that's all right. So I know we talked about the city being interested in buying it last year. Whenever we couldn't come to terms, I went and talked with Craig's Realtor over in Taylorville to get an idea of what would be a fair asking price at that time. Whenever I had it listed with a Realtor, they felt like 27,000 was a fair asking price at the Realtor. So, I did have some interest in the property, but like everything else, everybody is interested in what's the trailer gonna cost me to get rid of. Because obviously none of the trailers there are livable anymore, they're really just used for storage at this point. So that's really why I came back and I thought I'd be willing to take 20,000 for the property, so. That's basically how I came up with the 20,000.
And that would be with the trailers still on it?
Yes. And I did look a little bit into, there are government grants out there for municipalities to help fund like the removal of old trailers and things like that. So that's an avenue possibly if like the properties don't get sold that I might be interested in maybe seeking some assistance from the city for applying for some of those grants, maybe to help just get the trailers removed out of there, so. But it seems like there is money available in the form of grants for like beautifications for cities and things like that, so.
The problem for the city is everybody takes stuff down there and dumps it. Or like we do on pickup day, and then you gotta pick it up again and take it somewhere else. Burn it. Then we gotta go out there and move the ashes after we burn it, so we're having it. So we're not gonna just waste it. I think that we have an agreement possibly with Toby to use their burn site in exchange for the use of our back truck. If that works out, that would be great, that way they wouldn't have to take tree limbs down the highway or nothing else, just down the Trump County Road. But I haven't got a hold of Brian over there yet. So you wanna just table that too, or?
yeah, I think we need to talk about it a little bit more or something, Kevin. I make a motion to table, talk to them, put on the community.
I'll second.
All those in
Ricardo,
Yes.
Jaeger,
Yes.
no, Dees,
Yes.
Okay, and last thing in new business, the water contract for Drysdale, we haven't had it for 10 years. Well, we got the new road out. If we approve it, I'll take it over to Tom Park and see what they want to do with it. If they're happy with it, they left it up to us. They took the old one over and their attorney really didn't want to do anything with it, from my understanding.
What you told me.
So, it'd be basically the same thing that we're doing for they got right now.
Just extend it. Okay.
Since there actually hasn't been a contract in place for a while, we've been operating under the old one, just on a year-to-year basis.
Just
But
updating.
Tony tried to, that would update it, and then
Okay.
you have a term.
Does this help you out, Jamie? With the water bill? Or does it make no difference?
That makes no difference.
It just binds Toby, or I'm sorry, Greg.
You need to.
I'll second it. Jamie's not listening.
Are we raising their rates with, when we go up?
Their rates will be raised just like ours is in January, the 2%.
It doesn't really. Okay. I just wanted to-
Hager. Casso. Ricardo.
Yes.
Dees.
Yeah.
Watson.
Yes.
Okay, visitors, first and second, then the opportunity to address the officials under the rules. Village agreements for person. Right.
So, I've got a couple things to talk about. Recently, everything's being talked about, happening at board meetings, and it's immediately getting voted on, so the public isn't getting an option to talk about them, give their expertise and their opinions. So I think more things need to be tabled in the board meetings and moved to committee meetings. The police contract, I wasn't a fan of it getting voted on when nobody had read it. Nobody had talked about it, there were questions on it, and nobody knew about it, but it still got passed. Third, I got phone calls the entire time I was on vacation for work, and I had to come in to do stuff while they were doing that, so we need to find somebody to take those calls. Every contractor that we've been in contact with for the past 3 years about called me. The employee handbook is still missing. We dropped it out of the code book. There was discussion about having a pamphlet or something for the employees. I haven't heard anything about that since then.
We found that handbook, somebody has taken it out of every one of these new books.
Yeah, it was voted on.
Yeah.
When Frank was here, they voted to separate the handbook from the ordinances.
But it wasn't taken out of the table of contents. It's still listed.
It's still in the, oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they voted on taking it out and having it separate. But I'm assuming it just got forgot about while trying to find the flash drive for the handbook, because that hasn't gotten there. And lastly, something new. For the aeration system, has anybody talked about who's doing the maintenance? How much the village is going to be paying on chemicals to kill all the algae that comes back every year? It's a drainage pond, so it's getting all the nutrients from the field. If you kill all the algae, like right now, you're going to strip the oxygen. You're going to have a fish kill again, and that'll happen every year that it does it. And if the algae isn't killed, it's going to burn up motors probably every couple of years at least. So that's something to think about.
What kind of chemical did they tell you to put in?
Still haven't texted me back. Hasn't called me yet. My guess is they're gonna say copper sulfate, and that we have to be careful because if the copper gets too high, it'll kill fish too. At a lower concentration, it'll kill all the invertebrates in the water too. So you'll have a kill there too.
That's it.
I want to address your recent social media post along with several other concerns and issues. First, I want to address you're about everybody being a keyboard warrior, but that is exactly what you are. You have had every opportunity to speak with me face to face or by phone, but you choose to air this on social media. I've done what I was supposed to by providing the office and attorney documents and on projects that I worked on. Even though most board members and previous mayor did very little and failed to take this on as far as their responsibility. I'm not going to stand by while you defame my character. I worked my butt off for the village of Kincaid, saved the village thousands of dollars on projects, and saved the village thousands of dollars on attorney fees. I'm very proud of what I had accomplished while I was on the board, despite lack of support of the mayor and a few of the other board members. I worked very hard on projects that I was willingly took on and saw them through. Projects that I worked on included the park, the lake, solar panel project that went dead and I brought back to life and completed. The railroad money that was cutting the grass that went away. The bulk water machine. Picking up supplies for the police department, the office, the street department. Hands-on, hundreds of hours and hundreds of dollars out of my own pocket. Your post about the office, the board, the mayor, the department being corrupt, but yet you are making offers under the table for police positions, or who you're going to keep, who you're going to get rid of, even before you was voted in as mayor. You came to me and told me one board member you can't get to shut up, and another board member was taking money up here at the office, not even being bonded. You complained about the attorney, said he wasn't the right man for the job. Asked me about that also. I asked you what's still left of the village in the police department and supplies that was purchased, and you said, I don't know. I asked you where the drugs and drug money from the rest was. You said, I don't know. I'll say this, you're off to a great start, and the village looks worse than it did with the previous mayor. Take a drive through the village. Weeds, grass, junk, autos no tags, autos don't run, autos over the sidewalks. And with that said, I was told Claire was doing ordinances by a board member, and that was on the agenda. Was that on the agenda? Was it voted on? And when I asked you, your words was, I don't know anything about it. I have not signed one that she's done. Do you have a clue what's going on? And the kitchen equipment the village had to have. I see the village using it all the time, like was said, not. And 3 of the board members are still up here. But thank you to the community club for using it at least once a year. Keep up the good work. You could have sat down with me and I would have helped you out. But when you didn't, every time you didn't get your way, every time you go behind my back on social media, just another corrupt mayor. And remember, when you came to tell me, when you was on the board and when you was a mayor in the past, about all the corruption that was going on up here, stuff being purchased and sold for cash, and employees putting money in their pocket, items being stolen from the village. And let's not forget about when you told me and several other people we had fully automatic M16s sold out in the police department, that you knew where one was, pistols missing, tasers missing, and who knows what's left now. Because you sure don't know what's going on, Mr. Mayor. Maybe we should have an external audit done, bring in the state police, news team, every radio station within 100 miles. Bottom line, you want to be the mayor and boss for the village of Kincaid. Seems you're lost, and in my opinion, done a horrible job so far. I just want to make this clear. I tried to make a difference, but without the proper support from the majority of the board and the mayor, my hands were often tied. I tried to stop the corruption over and over, again, without the support of the majority of the board members. I contacted the Attorney General's office and different people in state positions several times on the corruption going on up here. So don't tell me that I'm part of the corruption. Look in the mirror yourself. Thank you.
Why didn't you bring the box of toilet soap that you said you had? That's all I asked that day on the phone.
How about those maps that came up missing?
The what?
The maps that came up missing, the ones that you brought home?
There was
And Barnes?
Who's talking?
All right.
We have to watch it.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I appreciate you giving me more than 3 minutes. When we used to come up here, we'd get cut off immediately, told shut up and sat down. Thank you, Mayor.
Yeah, Mike, when I asked you to bring that stuff the other day, you told me they were all wet, got wet.
I lost most of my files, all my MMA equipment, all my MMA files, 120 gallons of water. It wasn't my fault.
But you
But-
just still brought them up here.
I brought, the day before, I brought you folders up here, sent them out here, went through them with you. I said, what do you want copies of? You said this, this, this. I said, Jamie, can you make copies, please? Jamie made copies. All you had to do, you've been to my house, you see my stuff, you see I take notes, I work my butt off. Everybody knows that in here. Didn't have to cut my throat. That's all I said. You could have worked, I would have came up here and worked my butt off with you, but you didn't. You told me that here in the office with 2 people standing here a couple months ago. Yes, Mike, I was wrong. I went behind your back. You told me that to my face. About you went behind my back and you should have worked with me, but you didn't. But anyway, I said mine.
Anybody else?
I just have a question. With the person from Chastain's, when he was talking about the projected sewer work, is there any way to get another main or a clean out or anything on my street?
We probably have to install it ourselves.
Well, it's a continual problem for me, so that's why I'm asking, since they're doing some work. I mean, every time I have a problem, I have to pay for it myself, so. I've got somebody coming tomorrow.
Where do you live, Tommy, can you talk to that?
That sewer over there is all clay tile. And we cambered her main so far out, I didn't want to get the cameras stuck. But your main did have a little bit of a belly, it went through water, and it kinda got hard to push, and was like, couldn't see much, CJ and Dallas with it. So,
So what's the solution then?
I don't know.
I guess that's what I wanna know. What can we do? Not me, or,
we can see if we can get that one on the list to be lined, I guess.
I would
Is it-
appreciate that.
Cause it is old tile.
That clay tile doesn't look bad though. They're not gonna wanna line, they're not gonna wanna pay to line that.
I solved my dirty water problem by putting a whole house filtration system in. So only I can get clean water. The unit's in pretty nasty water. I didn't know it said $2,000 to install a filtration system. Because my water's clean now, so you can use it.
About the only fix the problem would be, putting new main, raising the main when they're lower.
Yeah, so you have to lower the main, I don't know if you'd be able to lower it enough, because there's not a whole lot of slope on that surface.
That's the problem we got over there on Chestnut Street too.
It's like every 5 years I have to have somebody come in and do it. I just don't think that's right.
What do you suggest, Tommy?
If you want us to tomorrow, we can go over and try to push the camera further and see if her tap is actually off the main or not.
Well, I got somebody coming at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, you do?
Yes, if you wanna come while they're there, that would be great.
Okay. 9 o'clock, we'll come over.
See what we can do.
They didn't.
Okay, approval of bills.
I make a motion to pay our bills.
Watson? Yes. Dees? Ricardo? Yes. Yeager? Yes. Hassel?
Yes.
I make a motion.
Hassel?
Yes.
Yeager?
Yes.
Ricardo?
Yes.
Dees?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
I gave you all a copy of that.
How did the audit?
They're not in there.
Not done.
They're just off.
approval of the clerk's report.
We don't approve that.
Yeah, I don't think we usually do since she's not.
Not much on my end. I spoke to Beverly about the couple outstanding issues that we had. It was basically just the Litchfield contract, the Jacksonville contract. Followed up with the railroad company, we still haven't heard from. No ordinance violation hearing last month, so that's it.
Okay, trustees report.
No, I told Danny Ferrari about his side drop that you guys looked at it Friday, and what you told me today, we're looking at September at the earliest, and he was okay with that, long as.
If possible, we could probably maybe get it off sometime in August, hopefully.
Yeah, but I
But
told
there
him,
will be, need to dig a little
Yeah.
bit of a ditch, that sod off or whatever, just enough to get that water to drain, because when we was over there that day, that hill, it goes all the way to that, his, bridge, and then it
Yeah.
comes back to the other drain, but
yeah, I told him.
we dig that sod off and shoot straight across, because it did pretty much go straight across, right, GJ, that, where your camera?
Yeah, it was about straight, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I told him you might have to do some of that, and Peg said, I don't care to get done,
okay.
and they're happy with you inspecting it.
Shouldn't be too much of an expense. I mean, we got some concrete down there we can cut to put a tile on top, you know, and that grate that you got at your house, won't have to buy hardly nothing, I don't think.
It'd be easier than cutting out the phone last time.
Yeah.
All right, well, I just wanted to tell you, they said thank you. That's all I have.
Anybody else?
The only thing I noticed that those 2 trees were cut down, that Dell wanted to cut down for the solar panels over by the Legion. So that was done, so that's.
They're supposed to be in town anytime now. We've got 10 trees to come down. You said 2 weeks, it's been about 2 weeks now, so we're just gonna come out
I have one more, the signs for the,
These?
soliciting, yep, them. I talked to the gentleman today, and he said he's gonna try and come over and put one on the window here for you, and then do the other signs, but he apologized, his wife had health issues, and then right after we ordered these, and I talked to him, he had a slight stroke, so he recovered, and I said, no big deal.
That's at Lily's.
That was why it was delayed.
President report at this time, I don't have anything. I want to talk about. Well, this will be one thing. We're close to having a full-time police officer. I don't want to put too much out about it other than that. But we should know within a week or two whether we have a full-time officer. Chief. It's looking pretty favorable right now. Okay, we need to go in closed session, discuss litigation, and action affecting behalf of the file that is pending. And we also need to go for appointment and compensation discipline and performance and dismissal of specific employees.
Somebody needs to make that motion? To go and close?
Jaeger. Yes. Watson.
Yes.
Ricardo.
Yes.
Dees.
Yes.
Basso.
Yes.
We don't know. They're still cleaning it out. That's a 30-yard dump. They're gonna have to have a Well, he listed the sellable stuff on Marketplace, and it was all gone. I mean, within half an hour.
I wondered what this Mike's like,
Okay.
And while I was riding down there, I was sitting there and someone came through with her 12-year-old daughter driving. I was like, excuse me, I'm like, I'm code enforcement, I'm like, how old are you? She goes, 16. I'm like, no, take off like 4 or 5 years.
That's right.
Oh.
That happens all the time.
I was like, what the heck?
Somebody gonna get hurt.
Yeah, because she was driving fast. I gotta turn this off.
We're the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, ready to session.
And I make a motion to go back to open session.
Oh, oh, I thought you were Sue. Watson. Yes.
Blind everybody.
Hayes. Yeager. Yes. Passo.
Yes.
Ricardo. Is that it?
No, he's going back there both of them. We would let him go during session.
It's not good to hold it. Liar, there's some liar in the movie.
We have, we've gone through 3 or 4 different interviews, looking for a part-time person to help in the office here and kind of help Jamie, and also on days that she has to be gone, there'll be somebody here to fill in. We would like to recommend Cassandra Marie Dees for the job. She was the best of all the applicants that we had. She's going to be returning to school, and this job would fit in with her return to school.
What's the last name? We know there's no problem with
Yes,
being.
and we discussed that, but she's not a frontline relative to Jason.
Well, if you look it up, like I say, it's immediate family of baptism. That's what the state statute is too.
She has been in Louisiana, working in Mobile, and she's worked at doctor's offices, Verizon, and a healthcare place. So we know she's familiar with privacy rules and HIPAA rules. So, but she's consistently worked the job, and the only reason she ever left was to take another job or to move back home. Very, very polite, very nice young lady. I don't have any idea. I'd say she's, what do you think, 25, 26, maybe a little 27.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's coming back to go to nursing school, but nice girl. And I think, you know, she's got good references, and she assured us she will be sticking around for at least 3 years.
I thought she was going to be a nurse practitioner in N&B.
Something,
Yeah.
right, nursing school, but, so, and she said she would work around the schedule here when we need her and try to get as much online as she could. But, so we would recommend that we hire her part-time. I make a motion that we hire Cassandra Marie Dees for the part-time position in the office.
When do you want this to be effective?
Probably, what is this, probably weekday. When do you want them to start, Beverly? You're the one
Monday.
that, you want them on the time
Next
table.
Monday.
You want
Last
it
week,
yesterday? You want them here yesterday?
Like 5 Mondays ago.
Okay, yeah, well, tomorrow's the 15th, don't we do on every 2 weeks? 15th, 31st?
She'll be right in, right now. It started Sunday again, didn't it?
Yeah. Okay, when do you want her? Tomorrow, effective tomorrow?
Whenever she can start, the next few days or whatever.
Possible.
We can call her on the phone and tell her to get her laundry done, she'll be here tomorrow. I mean, give her a day, say Wednesday. Wednesday. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, be here.
No, give her a day, Wednesday.
Okay.
And she's gonna make $16.50 an hour,
Yeah.
no benefits. She will get one benefit though, and it is that 40-hour part-time that you have to pay. It's a law now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sick time
No, it's like per
Essentially our
paid-
personal time.
paid
Oh.
leave. Yeah, it's 40 hours.
40-hour paid
Yes.
leave.
or.
Yeah. All right, we have a first and a second, right? Okay. Jaeger,
Yes.
Passo,
Yes.
Ricardo,
Yes.
Dees, Watson.
He can yell it from the bathroom.
He can. Be smart to get out of here.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn, or please, make a motion to adjourn.
Gina, go ahead.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second. I can get home.
Oh.
Oh, now we're back. We're adjourning. You want to vote?
You missed your vote, sorry.
He's been in the candy box. He's been in the candy box.
Ricardo,
Yes.
Passo,
Yes.
Watson,
Yes.
Dees.
Jason, don't even talk.
Nothing but I'll answer.
I thought I had it down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.